Again, they have done nothing, and we're here to make a point.
Irish citizens, people dying in Ireland, are significantly disadvantaged.
But we don't seem to show compassion when it comes to death.
We're here today outside the door. Once again, it's World Right to Die Day, and yet, again, nothing is happening with government. We've had a special committee, a joint committee on assisted dying, sat for 9 months, came up with recommendations to legislate, and the new government, made up of the same parties as before, has done nothing. We've written to the Minister for Justice and the Minister for Health. Again, they have done nothing, and we're here to make a point.
Let me introduce Brendan Clark, who's deceased. Brendan died from motor neuron disease. He was extremely articulate about what he felt he needed to die with dignity, and unfortunately, because he's an Irish citizen dying in Ireland, it wasn't accessible to him. My name is Brendan O'Shea. I'm a GP in County Kildare, and we can understand that over-medicalisation at end of life is a real issue within the Irish health system, and Irish citizens, people dying in Ireland, are significantly disadvantaged by comparison to people dying in Canada, in Australia, in many of the American states, in Belgium, in Holland, in Spain, in Portugal, where voluntary assisted dying is available on the basis of evaluation through a properly regulated system. We need this for Ireland.
Just to say, glad to be here again. I have stood before with Janie, with Michael, with you, and with all of your colleagues to support the campaign for. I think it's a campaign for compassion. Frankly, it's the bottom line. It's about compassion for people who are in such a desperate position, such a desperate situation. We all have heard the words of the late great Vicky Phelan on this, and I think it is time to legislate for end of life, for right to die, and I think that we've seen how it can be done in other jurisdictions, and it's time for us to take, I suppose, the best practice model from other jurisdictions and ensure that we legislate sensitively and compassionately for this.
Very happy to be here with people today. I think it really is time to legislate for compassion, for people to have the choice and the options at the end of their life. It's a very uneasy conversation, I'm sure, for everybody, but we really do have to have this conversation, and we really have to, have a human approach to this. And as hard as the conversation is, the hardest conversation has to happen in order to make ease of pain for people and their families. And I'm really happy to support people here, and it really is time to legislate.
I'm here with Tom Curran, and when my late wife Anne was dying, Tom was great assistance to us. We didn't know him, and then when we met him, it was almost as if we'd been friends all of our lives. And he gave us great support and encouragement, and indeed, practical advice on how to deal with Anne's desire to be able to take her own life if she needed to. As it turned out, Anne died naturally, having made preparations to be able to take her own life if she needed to. And that's what a lot of people do, because one of the things that a lot of people don't realise is that the act of assisted dying is not just about the act of dying, it's about the peace of mind that you have while you're still alive.
I thought that the committee, when it was set up, I was very pleasantly surprised with the result that came back from them, suggested that we do legislate for it. But that's just been dead. Nobody has acted on it. I don't know what we need to do to get it going. How many more people need to travel outside Ireland? How many more people need to die in pain that don't want to be alive? Ireland is supposed to be a compassionate country, but we don't seem to show compassion when it comes to death.
It is time to legislate for end of life,
And we really have to, have a human approach to this.
It's not just about the act of dying, it's about the peace of mind that you have while you're still alive.